and gentlemen, good day. My name is Daryl Joy Ansayag Almugera, taking up a Bachelor of Science Secondary Education major in Values Education. So, for today's video, let's talk about the steward leadership. But before that, let me define the word steward for us to have a deeper understanding and for us to learn deep about the word steward. So, every time stewardship is announced as a topic for consideration, what comes into your mind? For some time and in many religious circles, stewardship and tithing have been synonymous. In a series of studies, we shall discover that tithing is only one aspect of the large scope of stewardship. Stewardship is in fact much greater than others' understanding of its scope as time, talent, and treasure. Today, a new concept of stewardship is emerging which affects not only the way we use money, but also how we use all the resources God has given to us. This study of stewardship can change our entire way of life. Of a household, while the owner is away, you will have some understanding of the job of the man the Bible calls a steward. A steward is a person who is given responsibility to manage the household of another person. So in Genesis 39 verses 4 to 6, just kindly open there if you have a Bible. We are told that Potiphar made Joseph overseer or steward over his household. How much authority does Joseph have in this household? In Genesis 39 verses 6 to 9 tell us that Joseph was in charge of everything. Potiphar left to Joseph all the decisions about the management of his household. He did not concern himself with anything except the food he ate. Found in verse 6. Steward is often given plenty of freedom to make decisions. So as long as the results are good, the owner leaves it to the steward to do as he pleases. Was there anything off limits to Joseph? Potiphar's wife was outside of Joseph's responsibility, found in verse 9. Hence, the freedom of a steward has its limitation. So, let's proceed to another explanation or to understand better the stewardship. So, I have here four facts about stewardship. First is not the owner. This leads us to the first important fact concerning the steward. He is not the owner of the household. In Bible times, this steward was often a trusted slave. Joseph enjoyed a new status and many privileges when Potiphar promoted him to be a steward, but he was still a slave. He did not own anything. So, Joseph, he considered himself that he is not the owner, and that is the steward. Second is trustworthy. Faithfulness or being trustworthy is the single most important trait of a reward a man employs as steward because he himself cannot personally manage his business or households anymore. But imagine what problems could happen if the steward is a person who cannot be trusted. The steward must then be a person will handle his master's affairs with the same amount of concern and care as his master's. So the third one is the accountable. What would you think of a man who assigns the management of his business to another person but does not ask for reports from the latter concerning the business condition? What attitude is he encouraging in the manager? Since the manager is not the owner, it is necessary that he renders a regular accounting of a situation of the owner's business. This is the reason why corporations have yearly reports from the managers of their companies. So the manager is not the owner. The owner is the corporation or those who own the business has providing capital. If the manager does not do a good job, he will be replaced by corporation of a more trustworthy person, of course. So the last one, uh, the wise. Since the steward is not the owner and since he has to give account of his stewardship, it follows that he has to give of all the skill and ingenuity he can master. So business companies regularly review their methods to examine whether these are adequate in meeting their goals. A well-known a well-known detergent company reported that despite the hard times in the country, it has maintained its sales through aggressive advertising. So, this was a wise more on the part of the company. Many other companies usually limit their advertising in times of recession. So, that was the four facts about the stewardship. So I hope everyone get the point or get understood the word stewardship leadership. So that would be all, and thank you.